Hey there, everybody.
Hello.
Arizona World Champion,
Jason Relaxation.
and we're here talking about what 2015 was to us.
Yes.
You know, pretty crazy year.
Indeed.
Hopefully, everybody had a good year, and hopefully, 2016 will be even better. But we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a different game room for sure. You know, there's no Nintendo. Last time I was here was a bunch of Nintendo games.
Yeah. I still
Fucking
got my
crazy
virtual
guy
boy.
here. Virtual boy.
Yeah.
Well, that's nothing to be proud of.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start off with the best thing this year. For me personally, well, not really personally, but for my choices, number one would probably be meeting the people again at Colin Bravo. We got to meet a couple people that were unable to attend, which was like Happy Console Gamer. I met him at Agency Games in Toronto. Chris Bucci. Super great, like awesome guys. You know, subscribe to them if you haven't already subscribed. Christmas was good. Obviously, that was 2015. What are your...
Yeah, so it's cool. Also, me and Happy Console Gamer. He's in my one video. I interviewed the guy. Very awesome, down to earth. Chris Bucci, total prima donna. No, I'm not kidding. No, a very cool, down to earth guy as well. Very knowledgeable about the TurboGrafx-16, and yeah, he even signed my Bomberman game and was nice enough to be part of my Bomberman review. So, thanks again for doing that, dude. That was awesome.
You got Happy Console Gamer to sign something too, right?
Yep, my Dynamite Ducks.
Dynamite Ducks. I got them both to sign my Nintendo shirt. So that's pretty cool to have their autographs on there.
Yeah, and Happy Console Gamer also bought some of my original Nintendo games off me when I saw my collection. So.
Oh, which ones did you get?
He got Kid Nicky and Castlevania 2.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, kind of the worst stuff for me was pretty much selling my NES collection because if anybody knows me, I had like a perfect NES collection. Not to say totally perfect, but a complete licensed NES collection.
Which is nearly impossible to do.
Yeah. And people pretty much bought out most of my games in the first week, which is cool. Made a ton of money, but I do miss it. So maybe that's part of my worst stuff. But it's also part of the best because I did get my house all paid for. So
mortgage free.
Yeah.
You gotta like that.
Yeah.
I think the worst for me is probably realizing my sleeping issue. I wake up every now and then from stop breathing, and I would snore a lot. You probably heard me snore a few times. You even have videotape of it. You bastard. Anyways.
Make best video.
Yeah.
If you guys want to
that
check
wasn't
it.
last year, so.
It only has like 100 hits, so.
100 too many, if you ask me. Anyways, yeah, I had to go for a sleeping test. I was stopped breathing every 30 seconds, so it's 120 times an hour. It's pretty bad. But I have a sleep apnea machine that I'm using now. I'll have to use it for the rest of my life, more likely. And so far, I can't really complain. Once you fall asleep, you forget it's on. But, you just gotta make sure you take it off before you have to get up and go wash them or something.
That's good that you got that, helping you out there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really bad during the results of the sleeping test. And, but, I can't really say that. I think that was pretty much the worst. Like not breathing for 120 times in an hour, that's a lot. That's probably definitely my worst situation that I've gone through.
Yeah, I think of what's the worst thing I ever done this year. 2015. It was pretty much smooth sailing,
Yeah, we did go by quick.
Yeah, I broke up with my girlfriend and I'm currently single again, so that
Me too.
both sucks. Yeah.
No homo.
Yeah. We're not dating, no. I broke up with an actual girl.
Yeah. I guess you got caught slipping, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
But, it's okay too, You gotta move on, you gotta, roll with the punches and, see what the other fish are doing out there.
That's right. Your new girlfriend, new life.
Yeah, we'll see. New wife, yeah.
New life.
Okay.
Life. Calm down. I said life.
So if any of you girls out there, you want to have kids or something, let know. I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah. Say goodbye to your Turbo collection if that's the case.
So, yeah, what about surprises in 2015 one I can think of right off the bat is, the USC Ronda Rousey versus Holly Holmes. Everybody expected Holly Holmes to lose because she had 2 fights in the UFC. They're pretty boring, uneventful fights. She had some like boxing credentials, like she was very well decorated, but everybody expected Ronda Rousey to just steamroll through this girl like she has with all her other opponents, like Bethe Correia,
Miesha Tate.
yeah, just everybody, Liz Carmouche, everybody. And here comes in Holly Holmes and just demolishes this girl through 2 rounds, knocks her out. Her run is over. And Ronda Rousey, she was a great champ, but she was a bit egotistical as well. And
Most champs are.
yeah. And, she wanted to retire undefeated. And when you set your bar so high and you get taken down that peg, it's just so awesome to see.
Yeah.
Especially when you get somebody so humble like Holly Holmes become the new champion.
She cried when she won, didn't she?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, so
obviously it means a lot of training. Obviously it goes into each and every fight.
Mm-hmm.
And Ronda Rousey, she was a great champ, and she predicted her loss on Jimmy Fallon. So good job.
Yep, kicked right to the head.
Yep.
Yeah, it was just cool to see the
fight.
fight.
Sorry for interrupting you. She should buy a lottery ticket. She's pretty predictable. Anyways, go ahead.
Well, yeah, she had a great plan too, where she was using her footwork. When Ronda would go to punch, boom, she wasn't there, and did like the perfect counters and pretty much outworked Ronda.
Yeah, Ronda looked really, really sloppy. It was.
Mm-hmm.
It
So
was really weird seeing her like that.
It'll be cool to see that rematch, though.
Yeah, hopefully, Ronda might win again. You never know, right? It's
Yeah.
50-50 every time.
Yeah, I think it's more like 70-30 right now because Holly Holmes definitely has the edge on her.
Speaking of surprises, let's talk about Conor McGregor and Jose Aldo.
Mm-hmm.
1 punch. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? 1 punch.
I actually picked Jose Aldo to win because he was a dominant champion.
Did we bet on that?
We bet on that.
Did
I
you?
lost $5.
Did you pay me?
Yeah, I paid you.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
$5.
Because Jose Aldo, he was the champion for like 10 years.
Yeah,
and
but you can't go against the luck of the Irish unless you're talking about Sheamus. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, speaking of disappointment of the year, that moves me on to the WWE.
Sheamus.
Sheamus becoming world champion. Now, again, I had nothing against the guy. When he first won his WWE World Championship against John Cena, I think it was a TLC match, put him through a table. This is when Sheamus was on a very hot streak. He didn't have like this stupid little, rooster head. No, he looked a lot more credible. Yeah, put him on the balls of cornflakes. Because that's the biggest claim to fame he'll ever get. But you think of Conor McGregor, you think of Sheamus, it's like 2 polar opposites.
Yeah, one's good and the other one's Sheamus.
Yeah. But it's weird too because you look at Sheamus, he's like 6'7", 270 pounds. He would make
6'7"?
Yeah, he's a pretty big guy.
Wow.
Like
I guess I've seen nice things about him.
He towers over like Roman Reigns.
Who?
Yeah, Roman Plains or Born Plains.
Yeah.
And that's sort of like the crappy thing about WWE is these wrestlers are so both so poorly. Where WWE and UFC, it's like totally different. One's real, one's fake, but UFC is more well booked because these guys are really going after one another. You can feel the raw emotion, especially.
Right.
Some don't, are very respectful. I respect my opponent. I can't wait to find him in the cage. Everyone's, I'm gonna rip their heads off.
Right.
I'm gonna make them wish they were never born. I'm gonna insult their family. I'm gonna, I'm gonna say that the fighter is proud to fight me because their wife is gonna wear red panties. That's what Conor McGregor said to Donald Cerrone. You're going to be proud to fight me. Your wife is going to be wearing the red panties when you find out you're both to fight me. And that's what makes him so awesome. And Sheamus and Roman Reigns never had any of that fire.
No.
You just knew that they were booked to be the champion, and it's not very exciting. And the same for the women as well.
Yeah, Divas Divas Revolution is just it was just garbage. Like I was telling Ryan at the market yesterday, Charlotte, all she does is cheat to win now. Becky always loses, and
don't care. Yeah.
Right, and Sasha only fights occasionally, and how are you going to build them up if you're not going to be in the ring every week?
Yeah, and we know these women are talented. We've seen them fight in NXT, and they're awesome. Remember the awesome battle between Bayley and Sasha? That was a great match, probably match of the year. Charlotte had some great feuds with Bayley, Becky, and all these other great women. But once they're brought up to the main roster, they're given like horrible gimmicks. Yeah. They're given horrible storylines where to turn Charlotte babyface, she has to bring up her real dead brother.
And that's horrible storylines. Yeah. They've done that for years though, like for people
with sadly Eddie Guerrero. When you see people do the crossface, people shouldn't never do the crossface because of horrible memories with Chris Benoit, and it just leaves a horrible taste in people's mouths, especially with all the deaths in wrestling history. Like, you think of the deaths in the UFC and the deaths in WWE, there's like no comparison.
Yeah, WWE has way more.
Yeah, I think only one I can think of that died in like the UFC is Evan Tanner and Justin Eilers, a former heavyweight, and that's it. But unfortunately in WWE, there's been a lot of passings as of late. There's been Roddy Piper, there's been Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. Just so many names in wrestling, unfortunately, that has sadly passed away. And yeah, it's kind of tragic. I know they were kind of older, but they were in their 60s too. You figured, all right, here are these pro wrestlers. You think they're like almost like Superman when they're grown up because they're like 260 pounds of pure muscle, and you think they're like the toughest guys in the world and they would just live forever. But reality is a lot of these guys have abused drugs throughout the years, taken several painkillers, and even though wrestling is fake, they're taking like tons of toll on their bodies too by taking all these big bumps. And
like I brought my PS4 because I'm going to be going to my other friend's house. But in WWE 2K16, there's an old version of Hunter Hearst Helmsley and a new version of Triple H. And if you put, like, say you're Hunter and I'm Triple H, you can totally see a jacked, big difference. Because Triple H really had any muscle tone, really, when he came in. But now he's, like, jacked as fuck. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Well, and he never gets, like, fired or, piss test or anything like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about things that we want to see in 2016 that we probably didn't really get to see in 2015.
Well,
I'll go first, so maybe you can think of what you're going to say. First off, I want to talk about Luke Morris 1. Great channel. He does a lot of like mods and like repairs and stuff like that. I want to see him go out on the road and try new drinks, try new food. I really like the McDog episode and the stuff that he gets sent to him. He doesn't really get sent packages to him anymore. I would like to know why. Maybe it's just a personal reason, or maybe he just doesn't want to. But there's great videos out there on his channel that have him test drinks that either are really, really good for hangovers like Iron Brew, or just complete shit like some of the... Oh, shoot, I can't remember the name of the drink, but it's on his channel. It tastes like beef or something. It was a really weird drink. So I want to see more taste test videos from Luke Morris 1.
And maybe I'd like to see more videos out there, maybe focusing on the TurboGrafx-16. Yeah, even though I gave up my NES collection, I didn't give up my TurboGrafx-16 set because I'm one of the few people in the world...
That's a picture of mine on the cover.
It does kind of look like me.
It does, unfortunately.
Or they say Luke Morris, or not Luke Morris, Zach Morris. If I'm Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, okay.
But that's probably not him. No. The main problem with the TurboGrafx-16 is that they couldn't afford shit back then, and a lot of their cover art is pretty bad, especially ones for like R-Type, Dungeon Explorer, Fantasy Zone, just terrible art. And you could tell they were on a limited budget back then. So maybe the TurboGrafx scene didn't get the attention that it deserved, because there's still a lot of great games out there, and I'd like to see more people talk about it. If not, I'll talk about it a bit more myself. See if I can, expand the channel a bit more and go deeper into some more reviews or more Let's Plays and all that. And maybe get some more World Championships on it, too.
Is there anybody that you're subscribed to that you would like to see talk about Turbo if they have it?
Maybe Pat Diaz Punk, he could probably do another video on it. And Chris Bucci, maybe he can release the 4th set in his Turbo Review series. I was watching that the other day over at the market. It's very, influential, very good stuff. If you love TurboGrafx scene, you can't go wrong with those videos. But yeah, other than that, I'd like to see more people over at Con Bravo too.
Yeah. Con Bravo 2016. I know they did Who Do You Want to See this year, and first on my list, Rachel Moore for me. She's gorgeous. I already asked her if she would appear, and she's like, "Well, if they invite me, I'll be there." So hopefully, Con Bravo or whoever is watching this video that is in contact with Con Bravo, message them, tell them that Rachel Moore would like to come, and maybe that will get their attention and bring her in. I don't even care if she comes with her boyfriend. I just want to meet her. Get her to sign my shirt.
Oh, yeah. I actually brought a calendar of hers too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I can't wait to see that. Did you get it yet?
Not yet.
Ah, conspiracy. Anyways, another person I'd like to see at Con Bravo, probably be like Games 31, someone like that. It's been a while since he's been in this area of Canada. He was here a few years ago, and we tried to go see him, but unfortunately it just didn't work out. I blame Ryan.
That didn't work.
Yeah, that's alright. But I always see the familiar faces would be nice too. But get some more people out there. Like,
yeah.
Who do you want to see show up at Con Bravo that hasn't been here yet? Or
again, I'd like to see Happy Console Gamer. I'd like to see Chris Bucci come here officially.
Yeah, a good one too.
Yeah. I'd like to see, yeah.
I know I put you on the spot.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. I'd just like to see everybody make a comeback, Maybe RetroWare TV guys. Like to see Pat the Game Chasers come back. It's always.
I want to see Pixel Dan.
Yeah.
When we went to MegFest, he wasn't able to show because his wife was giving birth to Spencer, their son. Good. Props on you, man, for being a dad and all that good stuff. And thanks for sending me that Santa Claus.
Yeah, I'd just like to see maybe Pat come back,
You got a man crush on him, don't you?
Well, we're both serious collectors and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, bring Ian too to a Canadian-only podcast. That would be epic.
Yeah, we met Ian over at MegFest, and it would be cool to see him come down to Con Bravo, see what Canada's like. They probably don't like to come down to Canada because our prices are so high.
I know, but we got Poutine.
Yeah.
That's something, I guess. And, well, they get to meet us again, so that's always a bonus.
Yeah, I guess.
Anybody else you'd like to see show up that hasn't been there yet? Or like to see return? I don't mind seeing
I'd like to see maybe some Twin Galaxy guys like Walter Day, or maybe Billy Mitchell, Steve Wiebe, some of the guys from King of Kong. I kind of work on Twin Galaxies right now. I know on the totem pole and everything, but I'd like to see some champions represented, because I think that would be kind of cool. They're kind of mini celebrities, movie stars in a way. I'd like to actually get to meet them,
Yeah. I'd like to see AVGN return with Mike Matei. I don't think Mike's ever been to Con Bravo, so it was just James at one time. And we already met Kyle Justin, so I got his autograph too.
Yeah. It was very brief though. Each time the AVGN goes somewhere, he's mobbed, It's like each
There's also-
room,
Go ahead.
that seats like 200 or 400 people. It's always filled up.
I'd also like to get Thor Ackerland up here.
Yeah,
Meet
that'd be
him.
cool.
That'd be you know, you have like a little competition or whatever with like
Yeah, I think
New
he's
Pro
like
player.
top of the line. He has the current highest score on the Nintendo World Championship. And yeah, it's like a crazy score. It's like 4 million, and I'm lucky to get 1 million on that game.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know how he
nuts.
did that. I wonder if you could still do that today. That'd be
Maybe.
interesting. Be interesting to see him do it.
All right, then. Yeah, I think that's all I got.
I'm pretty sure that's all I got too.
Hopefully 2016 is pretty cool. We'll have to see how it
Yeah.
goes.
And hopefully it's good for WWE because right now it's just shit.
Yeah.
I guess the biggest thing at WWE right now is The Rock is going to be at WrestleMania. Apparently, with a big surprise. Whatever the hell that means. Probably just going to be wrestling Triple H. Ooh, big steroid surprise. Anyways, anything from you?
Yeah, I just hope the Royal Rumble doesn't suck this year.
Yeah, last year's was bad. I remember they were
Yeah,
filming because no.
it was so like 2 years in a row the Royal Rumble has really sucked. You know, it made WWE. You know, he had a big scandal with Hulk Hogan and everything, where he turned out to be a giant racist. Why don't you do something very cool and make a black wrestler world champion? You know, really stick it to Hulk Hogan, or
Who would they right now? Like, who's your choice for a black world champion?
I'm thinking maybe somebody like Kofi Kingston. I know he's kind of a smaller guy, but he's been there for a long time.
Yeah.
He's proven to be a great worker. And I just remember him and Sheamus came up to WWE on the same time. Both had like a huge undefeated streak, but Sheamus got the rub. He got the world championship where
Because he's
Kofi
friends with Triple
Kingston.
H.
Yeah. But Kofi Kingston was sort of like stuck in the background. Him or maybe Big E Langston.
Yeah, he got the size for sure.
Yeah.
I just don't. He's gotta stop dancing.
That's
hate
a cool thing though, because
Ah.
they have some personality.
Come on,
I love the
that's
New
freaking
Day.
unicorn thing and
It's kind of weird, but
dancing. Like, that's just not right.
the thing is, it's almost like the best part of Raw. Like everything else, I almost tune out. Like
Yeah.
Adrian Neville, he's a great performer, but unfortunately, once he's booked in like these crazy storylines, he's not actually wrestling. He almost like push him to the side, you know, just like any wrestler on a 3-hour broadcast like that. You almost get bored with the product. For UFC, it could be on for like a couple hours, and
Yeah. When Neville comes out, you just want him to see him hit the finisher move. That's it.
well, he still has a lot of great moves too.
I know,
Like,
but that's the
some
highlight,
punches.
right?
Yeah. The problem is that's such a great move that you just want to see it. He just needs the right opponent, though.
Alright. Well, we can leave the wrestling feedback on a different video.
Yeah.
I guess that's a wrap for us. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah. I got Wii U now, so 2016 is going to be awesome. I hope to play some new games, so watch for that.
And new levels for Mario Maker.
Yeah. I got to think of something first, though.
Well, I got Uncharted. I'm pretty happy with that. I guess that's happened this year. I played it this year, so first game was pretty good. I have a PS4, by the way. I don't have a PS3. And so that's pretty much it for us. So thanks everybody for watching, and hopefully we'll have some more videos coming your way.
Oh, yeah. So stay tuned, baby. This is Airsoft World Heavyweight Champion over and out.
You gotta calm down. Is that
Okay.
Morris?
Zach Morris, yeah. Turbo Gas, its name rocks, yeah.
Sucks.